What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let them burn it out. Sell them to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. Listen up now, because we're never dropping out. Beat the odds, beat the big house. The brains are bigger than the doubt. We've been thinking for ourselves, never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves, we won't let the world burn away, burn away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To blame, haters face the world's mistakes. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. And we feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To blame, haters face the world's mistakes. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. Save me from the side of myself. I cannot look away. About to crash into my face. Just another day on the shelf. Pull me from my silhouette. Years we've been astray. Now a broken shell remains. I cannot embrace what I regret. Round and round, around I go. The spinning makes me ill. smile worth its weight when the mirror breaks? Will someone ask? Round and round, around I go. The spinning makes me ill. A hostage held inside the very world I build. Please help me now, 'cause I can even feel enough to know if I get out, will I allow another friend to try and help and fail on my account? I'm numb to the pain and hollow without. Late this morning, body aching, moving is a burden. I can't lift my head. Slotted light on fabric, cross your imprint, shadows, gilded pictures haunting me in bed. We were young and gave it all for love. I can't remember where it started from, but then you turned us into something God had done. I could've.
Hello and welcome to the season 9 finals for Elite. My name is Germs PC. I am joined tonight by Chels Bells. How are you doing today, Chels?
I am excited. I am amped, as the children say these days. I am ready to go for some CSC Elite Finals action.
Absolutely, and we obviously have Firehawk here on the sticks. Thank you so much for being here, Firehawk. And yeah, this is the thrilling conclusion to the Elite season, and what a team to be had here. We have ourselves Impastas, UPS on the left, and then Xenon, Czars right now, Gas on the right. And we got some great maps to be having today. I mean, this is a great night to be watching some Counter Strike, so don't go anywhere. Obviously, Chels, given your affiliation, with the current teams, I can imagine that you're looking at UPS right now and feeling pretty proud.
I am excited to watch the boys play. I'm also an impartial judge when I'm on the microphone, so I would appreciate that you specify that when we are doing the castings and such. I am as neutral could be. I am what is called a centrist, except those don't exist, but we won't talk about that. But yes, I am excited for the imposters to play here. I love my boys, and we'll see what they can do.
Absolutely. And obviously both teams have had to obviously go far here. They've had to get into this position. Xenon Sars obviously getting a first round bye in the playoffs. But the Imposters, they had to go through the gauntlet. They had no bye to speak of. They had to put their nose to the grindstone and just get into these finals. And obviously, what a showing they've had so far. Currently in the postseason, we've been seeing that they've actually, overall improved with their, their scores. We see Curious at a 1.13, John at a 1.17, and Soup at a 1.14. So obviously they have been playing just at a higher level to get up here, and it's going to be exciting to see.
Yeah, sometimes you need that extra game just to get all impurities out of your game. Sometimes the buy helps and sometimes it hurts. And with the Impastas, having that extra game helped them iron out all of the kinks in their armor even more. And here they are to do some damage. And for the Czars, they got the buy. They showed it didn't impact them at all. They probably pugged or practiced during that time period. And here they are. And we have three pretty based maps, I'd say. I mean, the second one of Inferno is a pretty common one, but Vertigo based, best map in the pool. Do not at
Absolutely.
me.
No,
Absolutely
no,
do not at
please.
me.
No.
And then we
That
have
is that is correct.
and then we have Nuke as the decider, which another base map. We'll see if some maybe Navi strats come out of the gates here. So I'm excited.
Yeah, I mean, I think the great thing for me is, I mean, Vertigo and Nuke are the two maps to really have verticality added
Oh,
to the mix. You see,
oh,
so you know, obviously we get that extra level of gameplay that
right,
you might not get on other maps, and
right.
it's just great to watch. Personally, and I'm glad to see we get to see a nice diverse map pool. I mean, obviously we have Inferno as a more common one, but still, it's going to be great to watch. And you know, talking about just kind of their matchups. I mean, Gas has never been on Vertigo, even in the regular season and the postseason. So it's going to be interesting their debut. As they start on the CT side here for map one, and then EPS obviously having a 2-0 record in playoffs on the map, but being 2-1 in the overall season. That's going to be interesting as well. Actually, to note, sorry to steal it here, but their only loss was to the Knights, the Gladiators, during, I believe that's week 3. So I actually know exactly who they lost to um, in that series.
Well, there's going to be, as you said, a lot of verticality on this map, given how it's on a high rise, and I would imagine there's going to be a very high level of gameplay that we will see out of these two teams, and who knows? I mean, the Vertigo, if nothing else, there's a high chance, a high tendency for it to go to at least near 30 rounds, I'd say, because all it takes on T side is to get a couple of rounds here, and then the snowball gets rolling pretty quickly. I mean, that goes without saying for I mean, I guess most maps on CS:GO, but especially on Vertigo, if the T's can do a lot of damage as a unit, the CTs can lose it quickly.
All right, well, we're going to go into the intro here, and we'll be right back in a second.
I mean, that started with that headshot with the pistol round, and he's racking up the money now with a couple of Mac 10 kills. He's been on the tear, and right now the Czars they forced, and they have to give up the third round to the Impastas.
Obviously, things are going well right now for the Impastas map pick as they move into this next round. That Molly is going to flesh out any kind of aggression, and we just see the Astral stack here on mid. It's a question of will they peek into this? What are your thoughts? Will they or will they not?
Doesn't appear so. You have Alex, you have Mahalo. You can tell who pugs frequently with Mahalo because everybody if you do pug with him you call him Alex, but he's just kind of holding. He's seeing if there's anybody that wants to aggress, and he's not giving them any sort of even if he only has the MP9, he doesn't want to give it up to them. That's free. That's a free gun that they could do some damage with. So right now the CTs are starting to do some exploring. It doesn't appear that anybody's going to peek into them.
Yeah, I mean, I think we see CJ, the canary in the coal mine, really just seeing exactly what's going on around the map, but I think they're going to start hearing this B presence, and CJ...
Here he comes.
Oh no, he walks directly into it, and Ross is able to get the first kill. He's going to see so many question marks on the map, and John is starting to sweep them up now with his superior weaponry. Deluxe with another one, and it looks like, oh, with a nice shot from Supa. Actually, I thought John almost had it, and Deluxe with the last one. That was a nice little cleanup on their eco, and Impasta is able to get the third.
Mahalo with the info play. He didn't get anything, and Ross with a nice headshot onto him, but at least he found all of the CTs at once. So I guess he didn't die for Vayne. I mean, he gave up an MP9. Oh no, what a shame. But he did find out where everybody was.
Yeah. Well, you know, now we see the first full buy here. Ross is currently going to have to go against Curious right now with an op v op, and it's going to be interesting exactly how that head-to-head goes out. A nice little nade able to take Curious down, but I mean 50 health for an offer, that's not going to be a big deal. Not much mid-control. John's going to boost it up here. He's currently on the headshot angle. A little bit of noise made. They might know where he is as Deluxe is able to get the first one on the side hall player. They might have to try to clear CJ here. They need a molly, and they do in fact have it. He's going to slide into it, but CJ able to get the first headshot, able to fall back as well. John able to trade it back, but now left into 3v4. They know two have rotated onto here, and Supa looks to want to try to scale the B bomb site.
It's a good read. There's not a whole lot of people that play on B usually. Oh, what a shot by Mahalo there to catch up the rotate. Ross. Opshot, that is the B bomb site. So it was a really nice play by the Impastas there. They figured out that the CTs are going to rotate. There's not going to be a whole lot of people on B site to contest, and normally there's only one CT that plays on B anyway.
Wait, what? I've never seen this boost before. I apologize. I have never seen this before in my life. This is interesting.
When you're a CS:GO guy, or gal, or other, we're all inclusive here. When you are a CS:GO gamer, you're a nerd. By default, you're a nerd, and when you're a nerd, you go and you find these boosts and these strats that just go above and beyond what you thought was possible in Counter-Strike. And as we saw with that boost, I haven't seen it either, but I'm sure some pro somewhere has done it before, and they copied it and pasted it.
All right. Well, there are Vertic Globals actually. It's not even a Counter-Strike player. They're just Vertic Globals.
That's right.
So,
I mean, it is the best map in the pool. So.
Sure. Listen, you are not going to hear any Vertigo slander from me tonight. I love the map, and I love casting this finals. It's great to see Impastas up 4-0 on their T side, and I mean, given how you know, potentially CT sided this can be, I mean, it can become a very oppressive map if you know the util. You want to try to get as many T side rounds as you can, and they're obviously starting off with a great first 4 rounds.
Snapple and Cam, not a single kill right now for the Czars.
Yeah.
Supa, John, and Mahalo, and I'm sorry, Deluxe, Mahalo, and John both are all at 5 kills. They're doing really well.
Well, a beautiful flag to start things off as Deluxe is able to get the first, and Supa able to get the second as well. Cam now on this
they have to
position. Yeah, he got mollied off, and they have no stake in this round. CJ would need to get a kill here in order for them to justify it, but I don't think UPS is going to give them anything here. As yeah, they fall back. Actually, I don't know if he said he might have just seen Mahalo there. It's going to be close here. I think CJ is still worried about that boosted position. Yeah, they're going to call off, and they're going to go for a save, and probably a timeout here. They've had no success right now on the CT side.
The Impastas right now are just having their way with the Czars on their own T side, and that's to be expected given how the Impastas they're kind of as Snapple goes down there, he drops the FAMAS. Oh no, he loses a FAMAS. I mean, you'd rather keep it with the kind of money the Czars have, but it's a FAMAS, and the FAMAS, well, doesn't
Actually,
do a whole lot.
Okay, this is actually huge. If they're able to strip the gun away from CJ, oh no, he ran away into cover. But yeah, I mean, 5 rounds now in the Impastas, and you know, the money is not looking the best. CJ able to drop a gun, and they're gonna go for a full buy here, but he himself is actually sitting now on an MP9. He's the top frag of the team, and oh, there was some miscomm here. We have an extra buy. Clearly there is some fluster happening here, and that's actually gonna delay a lot of what's going on, as Super's able to take a lot of that B map control.
And Cam, because of that, didn't buy any armor.
Oh my god. Yeah, this is actually a pretty important blunder, as Cam doesn't have any armor for these AKs. That makes him a very soft target.
Snapple no head armor, which is understandable. You would
yeah.
think everybody on the Impastas has an AK, even though Mahalo does have an A4. But Cam, no armor. That's going to be something to keep in mind.
Yeah, and you know, one of the things that's great about Vertigo as well is, you know, we get, you know, in a minute, the T's can be anywhere on the map as Curious is able to actually take down the first, and Supa able to get the second as well. Is now down to CJ on the headshot position, but Supa is able to clear him. This is the overall #1 draft pick for the Impastas going to work right now.
They have to save again.
This is uniform. Yeah, I mean, this is Ross is probably dead here actually.
Okay.
Ross, yeah, the boosted position's really hard to clear on that, and Bowers gets dinked immediately by Deluxe, and this is just a slaughter so far.
They have to call a timeout here. This is Impastas are absolutely just steamrolling over the Czars, no matter what kind of setup they have on their CT side, whether it be A, what kind of play they're doing mid, if somebody is playing back on B. The Impasters are reading it like it's a children's coloring book. The Czars have to talk it over. They aren't right now. They're choosing to keep on playing, and they are forcing once again. And once again with no armor, but CJ, okay, he gets the MP9.
Wait,
Maybe
no.
this is a round after all.
Why is that a HUD glitch? Okay, Curious is able to get it back, and Malo it's gonna get taken out by Curious as well. Yeah, beautiful positioning. He's able to go up that ladder, and I think that really made it hard for him when he was kind of left on that island there. So you know, they're able to capitalize on it, and you're right, Cam with no armor again. An interesting buy is Ross is playing extremely timid on this B bomb side. I mean, they could actually just walk in right now, and there would be nobody, as Malo setting those flashes up. Ross gonna try to take into a close position. He's gonna tuck and pry, waiting for this position. And Ross is able to get the first, but Curious with a beautiful shot to single him out. Supa was taken down low, but there's nowhere to go as Bowers spots the first, gets flashed, and I think they're gonna have to call a save again, as yeah, Bowers getting taken out low, and Cam doesn't have any armor. So I mean, their economy is currently just absolutely lacking, and I think they're gonna need to be sent packing back into a safe position.
Cam finally gets his first kill of the game in round number 7 here, and this is the Czars have to call a timeout at some point, because this is just going from bad to worse for them. They keep force buying into these rounds, and it keeps on not working for them. They have to talk it over. They have to figure out what's not working for them right now and see how to fix it. In this case, it's the second kill, both in a round that they were never going to win to begin. Once the bomb was planted, they have to talk things over. They have to figure out what's going on, because right now this is all Impastas.
I actually don't think I'm doing the map right now, and I don't think that they will get lost, but yeah, yeah, they will have a bye every round after this. There is actually no way. Mahalo is the only one that's low, as well as Supa, but they are basically set for life in terms of the economy. As Curious is definitely feeling good right now with the op. John actually able to open it up on the other side of the map, and that's gonna cause some push as now CJ is just they're timid. They are just scared of what UPS might have to offer. Snapple has to go huge here, but Supa is able to get the first, and now it's just CJ left on an island to himself. He has to try to do that. He's able to get the first, and Cam is able to get one as well. Finally, some responses now from the Xenon Czars, as this could be their first map on a 2v3. Now down to the 1v3. Malo is close to the smoke. They might start spamming soon as the smoke dissipates. He's left on the left side, and CJ is able to get the first. And now the Xenon Czars have finally answered back.
Oh, they finally broken the dam. The Impastas have just done whatever they've wanted for the most part throughout this game so far. And the Impastas early on when they were taking a ramp, they double mollied sandbags. A little bit of a miscommunication there. That molly could have been used to flush out headshot or maybe Ellie or somewhere else. They double mollied into sandbags, and that kind of went into the snowball that was the Czars' first round. But hey, they got one on the board, and we'll see what they do here in round number 9.
Yeah, I mean, I think the big thing right now is the Czars need to just get their kind of ducks in order, and I think that starts with finally at least getting on the board there. So
I would say their traffic cones in order.
You know, that's actually the state bird of Pennsylvania. Fun fact. So.
The traffic cone?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the traffic
makes
cone.
sense.
Yeah. Always construction, but you know, looking at this, I mean, the issue is that the Impastas have already gotten 7. They might not expect Ross in the close corner here, but Supa's able to take him down low. No one there to trade him as they push up into the mid. Snapple's going to have to try to hold down the corner. They only get the first one. Curious is out of position and out of time now as John is able to trade him back, but now left in a 2v4 scenario. The T's are going to be able to, you know, just kind of take that mid control that they wanted.
They should know where both T players are, but it doesn't look like they either heard the step in mid or because there was a step near Ellie and there was the nade that came from back mid. So realistically, the CTs should know where both are, but it doesn't look like they do. John knows where Snapple is, but hey, Snapple, Snap, Crackle, and Pop shoots him in the back.
Sure. Cam is playing extremely passive, basically giving him all of the side. I mean, the bomb is on to left back, so in theory he could get the kill here and then plant on the reverse, which I think he's going to try to do, but Cam has the round. He's going to just swing out, and that's now a second and 2 in a row now for the Czars.
This is good for the Czars. We'll see how they play the rest of the half. Finally getting 2 rounds on the CT side. We'll see if they take 3 and maybe 4, and then they can snowball, and then the Impastas could be broke soon if they lose this next round. I mean, Mahalo down to $50. Like there's a chance they could half buy if they lose.
John got knifed, I think, at the beginning as well. So John is actually taken down low from the beginning. So, I mean, that's definitely something to look out for here.
Too much face it for John and his teammate.
Sure. You know, a little bit of chip damage there. Gonna soften him up a little bit. Curious is looking for any kind of advantages he can get on this B-bomb site. And, I mean, the CTs are playing pretty passive here, which I think makes sense, but Bowers with a very ambitious peak falls right into the scope of Curious as he's able to get one, and the T's want to continue to mount this here as there's 2 players able to defend, and actually he gets a nice little spam damage on the player on white box as Supa is actually able to take him out. Now Cam is going through the smoke, he's unable to get him, and now Ross, the only player left, but Snapple actually from the flank is able to take down the bomb carrier. It's now Supa left in a 1v2 scenario. Ross is with the op, so he's gonna have to try to reposition here. They're not gonna know where he's coming from. He's gonna show his position, but Supa's unable to get the kill. He's gonna have to try to reposition here, but the bomb is all the way down on the B stairs position. So Snapple is holding that with an iron grip as Ross repositions into this you know, side haul, jumps down right into Snapple's crosshair, and now that's 3 in a row, and questions are probably forming in the Impastas' head.
Supa had the right idea too. It's definitely not the kind of quarter that you clear, especially with 30 seconds to go in a 1v2 clutch. But he had the right idea. If he jumped maybe a little bit to the left here, and he jumps onto the head of Snapple, and he takes the bomb, and maybe things could get weird. But a really good bounce back from the Czars, as there's a timeout called, I believe it is by the Impastas. So the Czars aren't taking any timeouts. They don't need them, as they got 3 CT rounds in a row without needing to call a timeout, and the Impastas, after losing 3, after winning the first 7, have called their timeout. So it's interesting to see what kind of plan they'll come out with here around number 11.
Yeah, I think the biggest issue right now is the lack of funds. I mean, they're on the max loss at this point, which means they will be able to buy basically every round. And that bank that I was talking about earlier has just dwindled as Curious is getting taken down low, but they're going to be scaling him quickly here as Ross is left completely on top of that bomb site, and
that's
they're able to get the first kill there. That's the op as well. That is huge. That grenade is doing absolutely nothing as CJ is left to scamper back and is going to get naded out of position here, and they're probably going to have to wait for the retake, but Snapple wants to push up here. He wants to get some forward position. Their T's aren't moved up yet. That molly really delayed them. They're going to have to try to go for the plan. It's not going to be a particularly safe one, as there are many CTs mounting, and actually Snapple is able to get the first, able to get the second, but Mahalo able to trade it back now. CJ is wanting to stay alive in this headshot angle, and the T's are trying to make their retreat as they realize how many players there are, but the bomb is
on
down.
site.
Oh no, this is an absolute blunder as all of the CTs have completely just transferred, and CJ able to get the first kill, and now John is left in a 1v3 clutch. It was looking so good with that entry, but they have just been able to fall back here, and Cam able to get the kill, and that's 4 in a row now for the Czars.
Curious to hear what the voice comms were for that round for the Impastas, because they got the pick. The op was down. There was no way for the Czars to recuperate that op for them and maybe take it to heaven or somewhere else. It was down on the floor, and that was that for the op for that round. But the Impastas somehow snatched defeat from the jaws of victory there. They had the opening, they had the op down, they had the site, and it wasn't enough.
All right, well, we got a good old rush here. Snapple has to try to take it. He's going to use the good old-fashioned M4, and Deluxe is the only one that's able to get a kill on this round, as, you know, a quick cleanup now from the Czars.
He got his, you know.
I got mine.
Yeah, exactly. Hashtag I got mine. Like, that's about all you can hope for in that kind of round, where you have a whole bunch of pistols, a whole bunch of nothing, and basically the plan is shoot heads, maybe? And
Question mark.
I mean,
yeah.
you know, they got 1. You would like to get more, but enough.
All right, well, you know, finally we see a full buy coming out of the Impastas. We saw a little bit of, you know, just some trimming that was unable to be bought there, and now Snapple, I feel, is a little more confident in mid here. He's playing the box area, and oh, Supa getting caught out in the middle of nowhere of mid, able to actually start it up here.
Snapple had 0 kills earlier on in the game. Now he's leading the team, leading the server with 11.
That was a nice shot from the CJ, and a nice response from Curious there. He's able to take down the player. He's down to low health here. Cam actually, with that nade, could have potentially done something, but looks like there's going to be no target for that HE, as we see an interesting flash. They're going to retake it, but no one was blind, as John's actually able to get the kill there, and the T's have started to scale onto a... Oh, John is lining up the headshot angle. Oh, he doesn't keep his crosshair on there now. Oh, a nice
John.
shot. I didn't even see him.
Okay, John.
Okay. Snapple on 1 HP, and this molly is going to kill him, actually.
No, it missed.
Okay. All right. Oh, Power's actually taking a little bit of damage.
They heard that.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, we're gonna switch guns. They're gonna molly sandbags. That's good. That's a very annoying position to deal with. As Curious is actually able to take him out. That was a shot from Curious to take him down to 1 HP. So I'm curious what happened. Bowers now left in this position. He sees the body, but he's gonna have to try to go for the ninja here. The smoke isn't gonna plume in time, and Malo able to get the kill. And that's Impastas taking at least the lead now for this half.
It was a smart play by Bowers because you see one running down ramp. You don't know where the second guy is, but there's no time, and you can't save at this point. You have to go for it. So he did the best he could. I mean, if Mahalo didn't swing out at that time, and if he wasn't already on the out on his side hole, that could have gotten hairy.
All right, well, Ross is actually able to win the up duel against Curious now, but Mahalo actually able to trade it back as well. Deluxe just picking up the scraps. They don't want to give anybody an AK that doesn't deserve it. And now we got a bit of a stalemate on this B-bomb site. Or A-bomb site, I apologize. So it looks like no one else wants to take the op initiative. They just want to stick with the rifles, which I definitely appreciate.
It's interesting that they took the op off the map instead of using it, because there's an op on the Czars. There's no op on the Impastas. Instead of trying to maybe give it to Mahalo or for somebody else to take a crack at it, they said, you know what, we don't want them to have it, and that's that.
Well, we're gonna see an A execute. They're recommitting here now after taking a bit of time, and Mahalo, he was able to get a very nice shot on the last time they did this. Cam might not be expecting it. The smoke's actually fading. Mahalo able to get the first one taken down extremely low, and now they bomb is still not down yet. Finally comes down as Bowers comes from behind, but Deluxe with a beautiful shot now left in a 2v4 scenario. CJ getting taken down low, Super able to take him out, and the ninja defuse is unsuccessful as Impastas take the 9th.
Cam has to hit that first headshot. I understand that Mahalo was knocked down to 3 HP or 5 HP or whatever it was, but there were two guys on the site, one of which was planting the bomb. If he kills Mahalo there, he kills the bomb planter, and the Czars get round number 6 instead. The Impastas up to 9.
All right, well, last round of the half, and we actually see Ross just rushing down here. John able to trade him back, but he's not maybe expecting the second one. Snapple up close has been doing a phenomenal job this round, and Bowers actually able to pick up the keeper as well. Snapple with a headshot, but not able to trade it out, and now the T's are very weak now. And we're gonna see here a push from Bowers. He's gonna tuck into the stairs position, and I mean they're playing pretty timidly. They don't have the best weaponry.
They don't, but they know the Impasters are waiting for more aggression, because the Czars showed their hand. They got 3 picks early on there, and John and Deluxe are thinking, okay, well, there's gonna be more, right? Right? Nope.
Well, Bowers is going to change position, and Deluxe knows that, as he's able to get the first in his very own 1v3 clutch. He's going to have to try to fight this. They're going to probably play together now. They know exactly where he is. They heard him push up onto white box. He's going to throw this molly and probably try to go for the plant here, but I don't know if he's expecting it. Ooh, he's able to actually get on top of the box. Oh, if he got the first one, there was a chance, but it was not meant to be, as CJ able to take it out in a 9-6 half now. They're able to come back.
That was a really, really cool play by Deluxe. He faked the bomb plan. He jumped on the double, trying to weed out the locations of both players, and he was correct. He had a great read. If only that last bullet on the AK hits Cam and he could get that spray transfer onto CJ, that could have been a 10th round for the Impastas, but a really cool play by the Czars to show a lot of aggression mid early and then kind of just hold back, thinking, okay, we got 3. If we just hold on and wait and not throw this round, we can have 6, and they have.
All right. Well, looks like we're currently in a pause. It might be because they finally realized that there was an agent skin being played. Yep, and that looks like exactly what it's going to be. All right. Well, we don't know exactly how long. Do we want to go to a break, maybe, Chels, or do we want to just keep it live?
This is a. Oh, he's already back. So there you go.
Yeah,
Oh, he's there. Already.
is the skin gun? We good to go? Oh yeah, look at that. Beautiful.
He's
Beautiful.
He sped run that. He
That
said,
was-
you know
yeah.
what? Someone time me. I'm gonna do this. Someone put that timer up on the screen. I'm gonna change my skin immediately and then come back and then break probably some kind of world record. I don't know. There's a world record for all these kinds of speed runs. So maybe, but he's back already and looks like we will resume play shortly.
Yeah, we have Impastas starting on their CT side, and they look to be a little loaded on the util. We see 2 smokes coming out, probably smoking A, and such. And I'm excited actually what they do on the pistol here. I'm always curious. I mean, obviously this is their map pick, so we get to see kind of what they've cooked up for us here, and I'm excited personally.
So is it rush A or rush mid or
Hmm.
rush B?
Well, we see a smoke on Ross and a flash on Snapple. That leads me to believe it's probably going to be B, and that's the smoke for right Jenny, so they can cross safely. Going to be interesting exactly what they decide here, but Bowers still hasn't bought anything, so that's always interesting. It was interesting that CJ didn't buy anything on the first round as well. I mean, it's just a no-brainer to really buy into this round. So maybe Bowers is actually in the bathroom. So. Was gonna make a bad joke, but
well, I mean, you might as well say it now.
no, it's too late.
No, you alluded to it. You can't just throw it in the trash now. You gotta bring it to the light here. Well, what was the joke, sir?
I was gonna say M Bowels, but
yeah.
That's See, I didn't want to go there, but
well.
You made me do it, Chills.
I did.
Yeah, this was the monster that you in fact created. So.
I don't regret it because now you get to sit in it, and that to me is the entertainment.
That's the worst right there. And let's see here. Is it? It's a mid rush. Okay, so yeah, nice little flash here. They're gonna get telegraphed pretty easily as Mahalo throwing out that lurk smoke, but they look to just completely run past it now. They're gonna be able to calm this out. Mahalo able to take a lot of information as now John with the Dooley is able to shred in them, able to get the first one with the headshot. Might go for the third, but is unable to as Bowers and CJ double it up. Curious has to run back here, left on 5 health as they have to go for this retake as they take the A-bomb site.
The Doolies with a double kill. It is the meta now. Oh, what a shot by CJ onto Curious. The Doolies are the meta, and they got the double.
Supa is able to get the first one in this after plan, and Bowers has to try to tuck here as Mahalo knows exactly where he is. CJ able to get one more, and Bowers able to get the final, and that's the Czars actually able to take a lot of that map control fast and put Impastas on the back foot.
And Bauer said, you know where I am, and it doesn't even matter. Nice shot.
Yeah. Well, we see a save. Mahalo, the only one really buying anything of substance here with a 5-7. And we see a rush down B as Ross has the perfect gun for the job. Bowers actually getting taken out on the other side of the map, but CJ with a nice little spray there, and now it's just Curious and John left to try to do anything with this round. Oh, Snapple's actually looking the wrong way, but he's not gonna walk out of that smoke in time.
The timing.
Oh, he's actually. Oh, I don't know how I feel about this. This is. Oh,
never mind.
Oh, okay. I feel like he got shot in the back.
I mean, it could have gotten scary until it couldn't. So John's gonna save the Galil and spawn, and sometimes CS:GO finds a way to just be a fun experience as John just does I think what is the command plus right in the into the command prompt and just have him spin me right round baby right round like a record baby,
that wasn't even just a caster's curse. That was just an absolute caster blunder. As we see Cam. Actually, so fun fact about the porta potties in Vertigo, it will show in the document.
Yep.
With a red indicator on the door if you're inside. Mm-hmm. So that's your little fun fact about Vertigo. for tonight. You can
Not only
take
is
that one to the bank.
Vertigo the best map in the pool, it's also by default because of that the coolest. So
Yeah.
if you still hate Vertigo, then I got nothing for you.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's just like your opinion, man. But we move into the next round as Deluxe, they're actually able to get a pull by here. Malo, with that safe gun, is able to take him out. And Ross actually getting one back
bomb.
here, but now it's left on a 3v2. And actually, John able to get one more here. It's now Snapple and Cam. They're left on these Galeals. And the bomb, you're right, is all the way out in mid. I mean, Curious is up on this A bomb site as well. I mean, oh, he's got to work. He's not looking the right way as Curious is actually able to get the kill, and now they know exactly where Cam is, and Cam doesn't have the bomb control. Has to obviously go for this. I mean, they're gonna probably buy the next round, but he's looking the wrong way as Soup is able to get the CTs first and Impastas 10.
It was a cool idea by the Czars. It was a cool idea to have a lot of mid aggression early because you don't tend to expect that in a gun round of more than just pistols. But once the entry had the bomb on his back, it's definitely a choice for the entry, the mid entry, to have the bomb on their back.
All right, well, we see a force buy here. Cam is left with a Deagle. CJ with that Mac 10, probably going to just try to entry in mid. And actually, I mean, in all honesty, Malo and John both do not have head armor. Malo is the mid player. So this could actually get a little terrifying with this Mac 10 up close, but he's going to fall back, thinking better of it. He's been throwing that lurk smoke, and oh, a nice little boost here as Deluxe actually able to get CJ. And with a nice little flash, Snapple is left dazed and confused, but Cam with a 1D on the other side of the map, trying to claw it back now, but not a lot of map position to be had for them right now.
What's interesting about this round, as Bowers throws the NA nade, what's interesting about this round is that
It's a different team.
Well, not in this economy. But what's interesting about this round for the Czars is that this was a force buy for them. Everybody on the Czars had some kind of assault rifle.
Oh.
Nice shot by. Okay, all right, go off, Cam, go off. Okay, John,
No,
labored spray, but he does find the kill. Bowers had $2,000 to still spend. It was still in the bank, and Cam, instead of asking for a drop, just goes for the deagle, which I guess right now is 2 kills.
Ross still has 1900. I mean, he got a kill here. So, John is able to get it, and now, okay, we're on a completely different site. This is, just, yeah, I mean, they have a smoke now. They're probably just going to use John as bait, and Mahalo's going to have to try to do the heavy lifting here. John's actually able to potentially throw some support flashbangs here, and they know exactly where he is. Oh, he goes for that. That is ambitious. He's not able to get it, and then Bowers able to clutch it up. Oh, that is an ambitious swing from Malo. Let me tell you.
Why did he do that? I
have no idea.
Maybe the thought process was Bowers wasn't going to expect that, but if you have all the HP and you know that your teammate is a light breeze away from death, there's really no reason to go for that jump. You just swing together and you find where the player is and you kill him. Like that is as you coined it, an ambitious maneuver by Mahalo. But if it worked, it could have been really cool. It just didn't.
Okay, well, speaking about really cool, we have 2 players on basically 1 health, and yeah,
no way.
Suss this out. And this is now down to a 1v1, and actually, I'd say Curious is somewhat favored in this position, as Cam is left on 20 HP.
Wow.
This is,
yeah. I mean, okay, sure. The 5-7. The 5-7 is overpowered. That's what.
No, it was a dink from a USP. I think Mahalo pushed into mid and was able to just, I think, dink 2 of them with a collat or something like that. And
my USP doesn't do that. So
yeah, I mean, my USP definitely doesn't do that.
No.
But all right, Cam now we are actually curious. Now is an AK. This is, I mean, us. Like you said, a light breeze away from death here is. Cam is clearing that sandbags position, and I mean, it's going to be pretty well known that he's going to go on this A bomb site in a second here. Curious, without armor, without nades, without a kit, is going to have to try for this round. He's left in the clutch here, and Cam is moving back into that side hall position, waiting for this retake.
Cam has a smoke.
Reposition. Oh yeah, that's and a Molotov actually. The Molotov is going to be huge. Curious is left on a 10-second defuse. Oh my God, he is going for
no
it. This
way.
is
No way.
unprecedented. Oh,
No.
he's gonna suss this out. Oh, he didn't peek far enough.
way.
Oh God, he's able to get.
Oh
Oh my God, no way. Oh, what?
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh no.
oh my God.
What just happened? You saw him. Why didn't he shoot?
Oh. Oh my God.
No timeout either. The Czars just saved.
Oh, that
Screw
is
it, we're
tilting.
going.
That is. Oh my God, I need a timeout after that. Personally,
We need a timeout. Where's
I
the
need, I
timeout?
need. Oh my God, my heart can't take that. How did that just happen? Okay. So yeah. Nice round from the Impastas
What
on
is
an
the
anti-eco.
opposite of simple? You can't do that. This is not PGL. This is a major. Like, what is the opposite of that? Because that's what that.
Cam,
that's what
you
that was.
can do that.
You
This
can
is
do
the
that.
elite finals, and you are at the finals.
Whatever the opposite of that call is, that he
Oh my-
saw him. I mean,
Oh.
his crosshair was on his head.
The great, I think, really messed him up. You know, it can be hard to see. Oh, I think John. Oh, Malo took a little bit more than he could swallow there as he's swallowing some lead. And yeah, I mean, this is
An
a
ambitious
force
peek out of
buy.
John.
Is
Well, there's a lot of time on the clock, and everybody is alive. And maybe don't do that. But you know, what do I know? I'm not in the finals. I'm not in the playoffs.
Yeah. But when you can't do cast, that's what I always say.
That's right.
So, yeah, I mean, 27 seconds left, and they look to be scaling this A-bomb site, which is home to 2 members. Actually, curious what the op on headshot is going to be very hard to deal with, but a little step there. I wonder if they heard it. Actually, they're rotating another player. Snapple trying to go for the pre-aim, and actually CJ able to take out the
8
first.
seconds.
Bowers with one more. Not much time left as they go for the plan, and Supa is nowhere near to try to delay, and actually they just heard it there, and Bowers is able to take him out, and that's a good response after what was probably just a very frustrating round from the Czars.
That is such a cool play by the Czars, and you think after losing that kind of round, a full 10-second defuse, and not only that, to also die after the bomb got defused, and for the Czars to turn around and say it doesn't matter, we're gonna win the next round anyway. That's a really cool play by them.
Yeah, well, CJ, I think that's a shot in mid, and this is just you know, kind of eco around here. John
Okay.
is gonna get taken out as well. Oh, actually, they could throw this
Alright.
op out, and that would be huge. Deluxe doesn't look like. Okay. Alright,
He's an opera chat.
sure. All right. Well, I mean, if he could save this, that would actually be huge, but. I don't know if that's
Well, we
see
got
here-
Deluxe in this 1v3. He's gonna he's gonna try to save with this
Yeah.
kind of weaponry and
in this economy.
in
Are you
this
kidding me?
economy exactly. He's gonna try to save here and just gonna try to find some kind of dark corner. And I mean that doesn't help when you scope in because people can hear it. I mean, to his credit, the Czars did not hear that scope sound, but if somebody was lurking in mid, then Deluxe would have been found out, and he was gonna get lead in his mouth. But they did not hear it. But the Czars will go hunting now. It's only a matter of time whether they do find it, but we'll see if they end up going that way. It doesn't look like they will, just like Deluxe is safe with the up, and that's massive for them. This is the Impastas didn't really have the funds for it. I mean, Supa could have, I guess, bought an up and with armor and absolutely nothing else. But for Curious to for the Deluxe to essentially steal 4750 from the Czars and just said, good luck, have fun, I'm leaving with this. That was huge. That was huge for their economy. And with this round number 23 coming along here, a lot of T presence early, but that nade does do a lot of damage onto CJ and Bowers. Some util being exchanged on B stairs. Whole lot of quiet now from the T's, but Snapple is finding his way through the smoke. Does find Super. They know where he is now, but he already got his, and Mahal looking to trade here with the FAMAS. Can't do it. The util coming out, but John finds Bowser through the smoke. Raw trying to find the plant. Can't do it.
Okay. Well, that's huge, and Snapple is going to have to try to bring this back. Is he able to get the bomb down? They're going to have a bit of a crossfire here. Actually, Snapple in this boosted position. CJ was down low from the util before. It's now a 2v3 as Deluxe is coming from behind and is able to clean up the rest of the kills. And Impastas, after being, you know, kind of on the back foot here on their CT side, have taken the lead here.
Snapple almost did the impossible there. He snuck through the smoke, got one. The imposters knew where he was, but it didn't matter. He did find two. He continued to be aggressive. He continued to find ways to provide impact for the Czars, but ultimately it just wasn't enough.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're gonna have to probably expect that util set to come out again, as it was extremely effective in suppressing that B play. And now we see a force buy coming out from the Czars, and I mean, a Mac 10 is obviously not what you want to see here from this. Is we see a boost here. Supa, if he goes back into this position, he could get caught, but oh no, he's looking the wrong way as Bowers is unable to get the entry, and now they're gonna know exactly where they are. All 5 members are grouped up here. Rotations are going to have to start being called as the set util comes out, but they start bounding up the stairs. A beautiful flash to try to set them up, but no kills yet on speed as Supa is spraying. He's spraying, but he's getting killed himself as Deluxe and Mahalo able to trade it back now. Mahalo actually jumping up, and John able to get one more. No bomb yet. He's finally able to get it. Cam getting taken out, and now it's just Snapple looking the wrong way, and Impastas resounding victory now as they get their 13th.
It's interesting that Snapple was looking to his flank, because that's where he died the last round when it was a 2-on-3 for them, and Snapple was looking to try to get the bomb planted. That's where Deluxe came in from behind with a trusty FAMAS, which has never been said before in the history of ever. The FAMAS has never been trusty anything, but he did find the flank, and he did find the final 2 kills there, and he was worried about it. He was worried about the flank, but there's the bomb is getting defused, my guy. Maybe, you know.
He heard this tick. I'm pretty sure he heard the Molly tick, and yeah, they're playing extremely. I mean, I think they know exactly what the Czars are up to. I don't think Mahalo wants to be anywhere near it. I don't see John swinging into this one now. As I think he actually Snapple is left aware, and they're going for the boost. Mahalo, too many cooks in the kitchen, unable to get anything from his kill. And Deluxe getting taken on. I think they gotta be. I mean, these Eagles. I mean, they are still deadly potentially here. Any shot to Mahalo at this point is a lethal one as they slink back into their own spawn.
Interesting that Cam is kind of just sticking around, seeing if there's anybody that is a willing participant in the gun exchange program.
What's involved in the gun exchange program, actually?
Well, it involves when you get a bullet to the cranium, then the person that delivered the bullet gets to pick up your weapon, and that is
well, we see a beautiful little bait and switch there as John and Curious are able to take out this, but Cam with a beautiful lurk is able to get that first. He knows exactly where the second one is, but Deluxe, it took a while to look the other way there, but is able to get the kill nonetheless. And even CJ is actually still unable to buy an AK here, and the money isn't looking the best on the Czars.
When you have deagles, you do them best you can with them. Try to get some kind of damage. Even if you don't get the bomb plant or if you don't win the round, you try to damage the economy as best you can. And I mean, they did that for the most part, but the Impastas have money for days. Like they have money probably for the rest of the game here, unless the Czars win 4 in a row, in which case that the economy might be a problem. But CJ with the Galil, a couple of AKs, and CJ has no util either. Only has the Galil, so it'll be interesting to see what kind of impact he provides.
Yeah, well, I mean, the issue's gonna become here is, you know, we saw some good plays coming out of the Czars here, but you know, the Impastas has just been able to, you know, get that edge in these past few rounds. I want to see some A takes personally. You know, I think A is right now a little underutilized as we see Snapple scaling a little bit onto here, but you know, A can be a bit of a jungle to try to hold here, and John's probably going to be the first to be tested here if Snapple decides to peek side hall.
Well, the problem with their default right now is that they're not sending anybody to lurk on B, which gives if you look at Curious for a second, like he has the entire B site. There's nobody there to take him off that angle. There's nobody there to scare him into thinking this could be a B take. Like if the Impastas read this, and it looks like they are reading this well, even though there was a pick on the mid, like this is very.
Oh, speaking about readable, currently Impastas are just reading them like a book. Actually, potentially. Oh, that Molly isn't gonna actually do any damage. Ross doesn't know that he's close, and Soup is able to swing out and take that 15th, and now that's map point for the Impastas on their home map.
The Czars on their default are just not sending anybody B, and that's not holding anybody onto that bomb site. If there's 4 people going A and there's 1 going mid, then you can just leave 1 person on B to maybe catch somebody holding shift and trying to see if they can do some kind of damage. Like there's no util being thrown, there's no bullets being exchanged. Like there's nothing on B that is holding any CT there. If you're the Czars, you have to send somebody there, if only to keep the B anchored there.
Well, first nail in the coffin for the Czars on this map is Deluxe to take down Snapple. One of the heavy hitters is Super actually able to get the second one as well. Curious able to take CJ down in mid, and it's all falling apart. Bowers finally able to get the first entry for them, but it might be a little too late as we have a 2v4. They're trying to get still on the site. They know one's white box, and the smoke doesn't actually land. He's unable to cross, and now Cam left in this clutch, but it's not to be, as Curious is able to take down the last player and give the Impastas the first map in this series.
It was surgical by the Impastas, and the 7-0 start by them was just proved to be insurmountable by the Czars, and the Czars did get 11 on the board. I mean, like this ended up being a little bit closer, but at the end of the day, the Impastas had so much money by the end. This was a comfortable win by them, and this was a dominant performance.
Yeah, I mean, obviously this is their map choice. Gas not even having a rep on this in CSC history for this season. So, you know, obviously this might have been a bit of unfamiliar territory. And after this break, we'll be watching what Gas has to offer on their map choice of Inferno. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
number figured out, a motive born in drought and brevity. And if I'm not the soul of your design, I blatantly decline your remedy. Don't box me in, don't, or I'll leave. I'd rather be a dreamer, I'd rather be free, I'd rather be a leader, I'd rather be a queen, I'd rather be a singer in a trashy cover band. I'd rather be a closer, I'd rather be clean, I'd rather be a poser in a magazine, I'd rather be pretty much anything else than your machine. I wasn't always just a single shade, a palette full of gray in reverie. And I can burn it brighter than the sun. I have a golden gun inside of me. Don't box me in, don't, or I'll leave. I'd rather be a dreamer, I'd rather be free, I'd rather be a leader, I'd rather be a queen, I'd rather be a singer in a trashy cover band. I'd rather be a closer, I'd rather be clean, I'd rather be a poser in a magazine, I'd rather be pretty much anything else. And if I fall behind, ignoring all the signs, and if I lose the fight, I still rage against the I'd rather be a dreamer, I'd rather be free, I'd rather be a leader, I'd rather be a queen, I'd rather be a singer in a trashy cover band. I'd rather be a closer, I'd rather be clean, I'd rather be a poser in a magazine, I'd rather be pretty much anything else than your machine. What you think about when you're born into a fire, but let them burn it out. Sell them to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. Listen up now, because we're never dropping out. Beat the odds, beat the big house. The brains are bigger than the doubt. We've been thinking for ourselves, never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves, we won't let the world burn away, burn away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To play, haters face the world's mistakes. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. And we feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To play.
Hello, and we are back into this game. We have ourselves map 2 after an absolutely fiery map 1. I'm joined still here with Czars. Czars, how are you feeling after that map?
Map 1 was great. It was filled with incredible moments, and a couple of which I'm sure will get clipped and will be passed around in the CSC Discord for seasons and seasons in the future. But hopefully the second map will also have these kinds of clips, and just hoping for a well-spirited battle.
All right, well, we get the first, gun round here, and we get John with his dualies. I believe he was the one that was causing a nuisance for them, but they're going to be rushing up middle here. Snapple watching for the push down Banana, but actually they're able to catch a few. Snapple able to get one back, and Bowers one more himself, but now it's just Snapple left in this clutch, and Deluxe is able to take him out. That was a 3-man push down B to catch them rotating back to B.
A cool strat. I mean, if when one person sees, hey, Banana is free, the other two, it's you might as well. It's a pistol round, and you're better off in numbers. So it was a great play by the Impastas, and the pistol round is crucial for the T's, especially on a map like Inferno, and for the Impastas to steal it from them is big.
Is it crucial, Chills?
I would say so. Would you not agree with that?
Oh well, Malo with just the trigger discipline of,
Knifing.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Yeah. Also, Super with the MP7.
Yeah, I've seen
That's
it.
a decision.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's the right decision, but it is one of the decisions you can make when playing Counter-Strike.
So a NIP player, I'm trying to remember actually, because I was watching Blast Finals while I was doing homework, and I believe a NIP player was buying the MP7 on Overpass, if I remember correctly. So it might have been Esatag. I feel like that was the person, but I'll probably get corrected at some point. And we see AKs around the board on this round. Obviously we saw just a bit of a cleanup. So
NIP, by the
gave-
way, also lost. So I'm not saying it had anything to do directly with the MP7, but didn't help.
That's true. Though they won the map, so you know,
Yeah, but did they you could win the battle, but you still lose the war.
sure. Well, speaking of a war, the SARS still have battles to be fought here, and this might be their last stand against the Impastas here, as they're just, you know, they have the man advantage now. They want to, you know, put the Impastas on their toes, but they seem a little indecisive here as they take a little bit of A. There's only one player here on B, and that's Curious with the op. It's not going to do much good, though, if they're able to smoke him off. Looks like Mahalo might want to cheat over to B, but he thinks better of it. I think they're going to say, you know, unless you get a few kills here, Curious, you're on an island. And as we move into the execute, Curious is going to be able to call all this out. The smoke actually hasn't bloomed. He had a chance there for one, but is unable to do so. They're spamming through and unable to get anything going here. And I mean, this is a 4v5 retake now, and you know, they're going to go for anything that they can get here. CJ spamming. But at some point, I think they have to decide to probably save this.
I don't. Well, Curious gets the first kill. For
That's
the,
gonna
for the
push them
CTs.
forward. That's actually huge for the SARS. I mean, they could break their economy here if they're you know, able to do so. They're doubled up here in dark, and yeah, just with these crossfires, they're able to take a lot out. I think they got, you know, a little taste of the retake there, and it's gonna cost them their entire economy as Curious getting taken up by Snapple, and that was just beautiful from the SARS.
I don't like what the Impastas did on that round, because you leave Curious on an island with the op, and with the op being the weapon that it is, even if there's two players coming through Banana to charge him, even if they dry swing him, he's only gonna get the one kill. You need a rifle to support your opper on the B site. Like Inferno is a map that, like, if you show that the op is there, there's not a whole lot of room for you to go. Okay, all right, a bunch of nade damage. All right, Cam is out of the round, but there has to be a rifle. There has to be a rifle on B side there for the Impastas. I mean, Mahalo was thinking about going there, but just stayed on A. I would have liked to see a rifle there, and maybe the Impastas win that round if that happens.
Yeah, I just really thought they were gonna just save that. I mean, I would have saved that in an instant. I mean, it's a 4v5 retake on one of the hardest sites. I mean, I rank this up there with, like, retaking on B for Dust 2. Like, it is. I mean, once you have that smoke on CT, I mean, it's just a funnel, and we saw exactly why. And they doubled up on Dark as well with no Molotov. That was brutal. And with 49 seconds left, it looks like they're gonna try to do the same thing, where they, you know, took a little bit more space. And again, we see this 2-3 setup here as we probably go into this execute.
But at the very least, there's just two people here. I mean, they're only pistols and not a whole lot of.
All right. Well,
Not
the
a
Molotov
whole lot of
is
smoke
gonna take
here,
John
but-
out. Yeah. All right. Well. Cool. I think we're gonna see no fusses here.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously they're gonna go for whatever they can get. Curious gets taken out through the smoke. You know, this is just their kind of save, so they can chill here.
And if nothing else, then Leadify is really gonna love the util damage that the Impastas had this round. So
I think you mean pureskill.gg.
I do mean pureskill.gg. You know what? You're right.
That is correct. Yes.
Yeah.
Because pureskill.gg is pure, and it's, I mean, it's in the name, really.
There's a lot of skill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just really.
Is that a hashtag ad?
No, that's not a hashtag ad. That's just you know, actually.
Oh,
Sorry.
Ross. Okay.
Never mind. Okay.
All right. Okay. Okay. That I mean, that was spicy. You take the op and you shoot in between three people.
All right. Well, Bowers, I think, knows exactly where Lux is. I think he is staring him down right now. He is saying, "I dare you to peek," but he says, "No, I think I'm gonna pass." Oh wait.
Bowers kind of just saved the round. Like
Yeah,
it was looking real sus for a second because you get the offer down on mid, and if Bowers doesn't get that 2-piece, then that could have been real spicy. So a really good job by M Bowers here. He's leading the server with 9 kills.
Yeah.
He's taking this game right now, and he's carrying. He's leading the way.
I believe actually Bowers was having some struggles in the first game there on Vertigo, so I'm glad to see that he is obviously recovered there. They have been just absolutely oppressive with this nade damage here. The Czars have been taking large chunks of it, and they're actually down a player already into this round. And the minute 29 here, they're gonna try to take space elsewhere.
Chem 0-3, 21 ADR. The Czars are going to need to see some more out of him because he struggled a little bit throughout parts of that Vertigo map as well. He's going to need to step it up for the Czars here to really take control of Inferno. This is their map pick. They have to show their dominance. All 5 members of this team have to show up. They have to go big here. Cam needs to have a big round here soon.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, they have. Ooh, actually, I think they can hear a dropped nade, and I think they're gonna. Oh, Deluxe is actually. This is a vicious peek. I feel like that's been the name of the game here, but Supa able to double it up here, able to assist his teammate, and now Ross with the op is looking to call it a. Oh.
All right. Well.
All right. Yeah.
NA Nates.
That's.
Do you want to make the joke again, or
wrong finals? Wrong finals.
Right.
Yeah.
Well. I mean, maybe they put on the wrong jersey, but because that was
the wrong jersey.
That was definitely an NA nid, and I don't know if the members of that team are playing tonight, but we definitely just saw them.
Yeah, I mean, there's an NA needs player in all of us. I feel.
That's right. Oh,
I've actually never seen the save spot before. Is he fully obstructed?
I don't.
I can't.
I think,
yeah. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. I would never like that. I would never check that spot.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I've ever seen that save spot before.
I do think that like you can't really look to your right, which is where the damage could come from, because your gun barrel would, I would imagine, be sticking out. So you have to be, if you're not staring at the door, then I would think people could find you. But if you don't, people, that's not a spot that people expect anyone to be there. So maybe they don't.
Well, we got the heavy hitter out of the round. M Bowers, unfortunately, falling into that op again. So that's going to be a problem, given that he has just been absolutely crucial on these entries. And Snapple, I think he tried to clear the sandbags. I don't think he saw him through the smoke. No, he didn't, but he's able to get the trade. And now Supa left here to try to hold this site. They're gonna push through. Supa's gonna have to try to tell. He's gonna have to hold, and he's able to do so as help arrives. Ross, through the fire and flames, is going to molly off Supa himself and push him with the off, but he's unable to get the swinging Supa. Supa is unable to capitalize on this space, and now with the retake happening, John able to get the first, and now a 2v3 scenario as CJ and them are left. CJ now left in the clutch. He's able to get the one, and now 1v1.
Deluxe is late.
I think he doesn't know. No, he has no idea. He could actually run.
Oh, he's got the read. He's got the read. He's got it.
He does.
Oh, Deluxe, what a smart player. He was late to the help. I mean, I understand the long flank through banana, but I mean, it's a one-on-one, and you're still running down banana. Like he was late too, and I guess it worked out for him. But a really smart play by Deluxe in the end game to read that the last player was in church, but you really want him to help out there a little bit sooner.
Well, he got there.
He got his.
They got it.
Yeah.
I got mine.
Right.
He got his. And Curious has been hitting some beautiful shots here. Actually able to tag one through the wall as well. I mean, that is softening them up, and you know, we kind of just see the save here now from the Czars after what was a pretty successful run here, and they might catch the CTs off guard. They were still trying to get the boost up. I don't know if they were able to get it. They were actually able to, as Mahalo's able to take a few of them down, getting taken out really low here, and I mean, this is still possible here, but Deluxe coming from behind, and Snapple now in an interesting
They don't know.
1v4.
They have no idea. Unless
No,
they do.
Yeah.
Do you think they know? Because
I think
they know.
the grenade that hit his back was.
Mhm. A couple of things to note here is for the Czars, Ross is 1-6 with 14 ADR. There was a few opportunities. The biggest one being that that missed shot from B ramp that he missed onto 3 players running at him. But there was a couple of opportunities when he had the op on the B side, and he's not hitting his shots right now. He has to step up here. He has to start hitting some op shots. And Cam as well, 0 kills still on the board. This is round number 9. Looking to see if Cam can provide some impact here. His team really
they
needs
might
it.
catch him out. Oh, all right. Well, oh, they do. Okay, he was looking the wrong way. Yeah, nice trade there. But yeah, that was a little sketchy out of them. Is now CJ has definitely been having a nice time here, and now it's just Deluxe taking a lot of players down low, but unable to get the kill, as now Snapple's able to take him out, and I think it's just a save.
It's gonna have to be. It's a 4-on-2, and Mahalo down to 76 HP. Curious has an op, and I guess the money is there for the Impastas, but at this stage of the game, the Curious is down at 2K. Is gonna have what, like 3,300 after this round. Mahalo gonna be down to maybe 25. I mean, this is a good call. They don't know that Snaffle is down to 19 HP. This is a 3v2, not a 4v2. I apologize, but like they don't know that Snaffle is down so low, and maybe they get some exits in like that.
Well, it was a 4v2 actually. CJ got killed trying to hop out of Curious.
Well, I was right.
So,
You know, sometimes
yeah.
sometimes doubting yourself is how you get into the situation.
Yeah. Well, you know, Czars able to answer back. And now the Impastas have to make the difficult decision, and it looks like they are going to force around this, and you know, not a lot of money now on kind of both sides here, so this is definitely one of the crucial rounds for either team to get.
Will be interesting to see what kind of impact Ross has with the up. Did get tagged. Okay, Ross, nice with the opening pick onto Curious, and Curious did have the upper hand on Banana for this entire half so far, but Ross making that off sing finally finds Curious in return.
You know, you were saying, Ross, what can you do? How does entering and starting a round sound? That sounds
right.
That sounds pretty good to me.
Are we sure that the players can't hear us? Because I think he took what I said to heart, and he's really he's started this round off with a bang.
Wait, here, I got it. Deluxe, get a kill here if you know what we're saying. Now, see, look, we're fine.
Right.
That didn't happen.
Well, you didn't tell him where the enemies were, right? So you're telling him to get a kill.
Okay, Cam, they're really close, Cam. All right.
Right.
He's on the corner.
Uh-huh.
Oh, see, he looks like he knows.
Oh.
I think you got something there. Yeah, they're talking about it. They're like, do you trust it, or is
they're doing the live version of Telepet?
Well, they might have needed some better communication there, as they've been able to take 2 of them out as they push into this B-bomb site. Finally able to breach it. Oh, okay. CJ through the smoke, was able to get 1 back in return, but the numbers are ticking on this clock. He's pushing through the smoke on 6 HP. Sorry, 9 HP. He pushed through the smoke, and now Deluxe is left in this clutch position. He's gonna have a hard time with CJ. CJ is at this point very, you know, tucked in, and Ross is on full health here, able to calm exactly where he is. They're gonna hear him walk up on second word. They're not might expect it, and Ross is able to take him out. And that was looking a little sketch, but with CJ's entries, they were able to get back into it.
They had no idea how low CJ was. Because if in that 2v2 situation, if you know that one of the players is 1 HP, you kind of just disregard any of the util that they throw and just decide to and just go for it. But they very obviously did not know that CJ was 1 health, and CJ instead used that health to his advantage and to take a fight in which the other person couldn't see where he was coming from. And it's a lot easier to as there's just an eco round and probably not a whole lot going on, but Deluxe does find Cam's head, and Cam still without a kill through 11 rounds. It's a lot easier to kill Simple when he can't see you.
I don't. Oh. Deluxe.
Okay, all right.
Oh, Deluxe. Oh my God.
Oh, all right.
Okay. All right. We're back.
All right.
We're back. Okay.
Oh,
All right. Sorry.
Yeah, we almost entered Silly Goose zone, but it's we knocked on the door and we have kept it closed shut for now.
Yeah, it looks like in terms of clown convention participants, the Xenon Czars are not one of them.
They didn't get the 4-year scholarship to the university.
To Clown University, no. Clown State they had to go to, unfortunately. Yeah.
It is cheaper, I've heard.
Yeah, it's a good college.
Yeah.
Good clown college.
Yeah. My transfer after a semester.
Well, they're low. Oh, okay. Okay.
All right.
I'm not entirely sure how he didn't kill him there, but
it is curious. It is curious, as you know. Definitely not a pun because his name is Curious, but like it is interesting, I will say, that Curious tried to save a P250 and nothing else. He kind of just like, I don't know, at that point you have no armor, you don't have a weapon. I mean, you might as well just fling your body at the bomb site and see what happens out of it. What would usually happen is a whole lot of nothing, but at a certain point, like, if you just let the bomb explode, you give the T's more money. Might as well just see what happens instead of saving. You didn't get to save, but might as well.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, that's just the way the cookie crumbles, as it were.
Yeah. Saving is KD. Respectable.
Well.
I respect it.
All right.
It didn't work out for him, but you know, I get it.
How do you feel about the Ross opping on T side? A bit of a controversial pick. I know a lot of oppers don't enjoy opping on this T side. Oh my God! Talk about the util, man.
Oh no!
CJ actually shooting his own player in the back. A bit of an unfortunate situation there, as the rest of the T's hamper onto this bomb site. We're going to be gearing up for a retake here, but there's a lot to unpack in this first 15 seconds of the round. Oh, boosted up. Deluxe is able to get one. They don't know where Bowers is as he swings wide. Supa now left in the clutch. He's going to smoke him off. He's going... Oh, he actually doesn't know. Oh, and he's able to get the kill through the smoke, and that's a round for the Impastas.
Going back to what you were saying with the op, I mean, I do know a lot of IGLs don't like a T-side op, especially the one that you buy yourself instead of one that you pick up off of the CTs. I think it's situational. If your opper is feeling it, and it also depends on who you have on your team. If you have Simple on your team, obviously you do whatever you can to give him the op whenever in any situation, forever. But it depends on what your opper is feeling, and they have to be honest with themselves. Like, if they are feeling that they can provide the impact, then go for it. But if it's not if it's a situation where your opper maybe isn't hitting the shots that he would like to, or okay, as that smoke hits him square in the leg. If it's a situation where your opper isn't finding that impact, isn't finding those kills at the exact opportune moments, then maybe you put the op away and you lean towards the AK, and then you maybe pick an op off the floor when need be. But Curious is showing why the op is Can be used as a shotgun for all we know.
Yeah, well, you know, the money situation on the Czars is not looking good. I mean, this is they put their life savings into this round. So, you know, they don't have a loss bonus to really fall back on either. They're just on their second. So, you know, this is all they got, and what they got is a B hit. Now Maui boots it up, and they're able to get him out of that position. Bauer's taking down the low, but able to get that picked up down. Supa with a nice headshot now to bring it back into a 2v3. Snapple retreats back into this dark. They're gonna have to try to play crossfire. No kit. Oh, I'm sorry. There's one kit to be had on Supa, but other than that, there is nothing. No util either as they try to push into this bomb site. Cam able to open it up though. First kill, a crucial kill, able to get the second one as well. This is everything going right for Cam now as Supa has to, or Curious has to go for this. He's going to know. He knows
He's got
exactly where
it.
he is, and he has the kit. Does he have it?
He does.
does. Jinx.
He does. Okay, you owe me a soda. But yeah,
You
like
owe-
that's. Well,
Excuse me?
yeah. You didn't say it, so I did. There you go. You owe me a soda. That's right. That's right. It was a great retake by the Impastas as well, because with Curious, it's like, again, Curious has been feeling himself with this op. He's been feeling it on Vertigo, and he's been feeling it on Inferno. He's using that op to his advantage. He's been on an absolute tear through these two maps, and for the Czars, I mean, again, it's another plant. They have been planting the bomb on B most frequently. They have been planted on A once or twice, but for the most part, they have been taking B well. It's a matter of staying alive in order to see the round, and they have 6 rounds on the board so far, and as we said, they haven't really been attacking A. They are going for a Hall's pop with just pistols here, and Supa's getting the stats up. Oh, Cam does find the deluxe. All of a sudden, it's a 3-on-3.
It's winnable. It's doable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think the issue is they're block here, and Cam unfortunately has FAMAS, and we all know what happens when you have a FAMAS.
That's right.
It does absolutely no damage, and
Yeah.
it sucks because it's a horrible weapon. There's actually, you know, they did a study once of which one will kill you faster, breathing or someone that has the FAMAS, and they found out actually breathing will eventually kill you faster. So, yeah, I mean, it's already a fact of life. I don't know why they did the study, but yeah, the FAMAS absolutely useless.
Is there a 3 clicks Philip video about that we can watch?
You know, he was gonna try the experiment himself, but
yeah.
he thought better of it.
Right. So now here's the question that we all have: should they buff the FAMAS?
How do you buff bad? You know.
I mean, there's a lot of room for improvement.
I think if they make every shot a 1-hit, that still wouldn't be doing enough.
You don't think so? Gotcha. Yeah.
I think you would need more to entice me, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah.
But now, what if 1-shot kill and you put on that burst mode?
Okay. All right. What if it was like have you ever played Black Ops, right?
Yeah.
The
I
burst
retired
gun?
from Call of Duty to be bad at Counter-Strike.
Oh, Supa.
Supa, okay.
Retired.
All right.
Powers off of the servers. Just
Okay. The Czars kept they just keep trying B, and eventually the Impasters are like, we've seen you do this 18 times so far tonight. Like, eventually we're gonna stack it, and they did.
Yeah, I mean, do you know Papers, Please? I don't know if you've ever played it, but the one dude that keeps trying to go through, even though he doesn't have the correct papers, and he says every time he'll come back with the correct ones. It's like that, you know. We know what you're doing. Like, we've been through this before, and you know, Xenon Czars, or sorry, the Impastas are starting, you know, kind of fresh. now on the T side.
And you look at their kill distribution too. Like, Curious is leading the team with 14, but then you have Supa at 12. You have you have John at 8, Deluxe at 9, Mahalo at 11. There's a lot of even kill distribution. Whereas with the Czars, it is pretty much all been CJ and M Bowers. Snapple is at 8, Ross is at 8, and Cam is at 4. They need the rest of their team to step up here, because if they don't, this is going to be a 2-0 for the Impastas.
Yeah, I think that's a great point. And, you know, obviously they're playing with a map disadvantage here. This is their map pick, so we're going to have to see what they're made of now as they are able to slip into what is arguably the easier side on this map.
To get 6 rounds on T side is good. It is a good number to land on T side Inferno. It's just a matter of how they handle this CT side, knowing that right now only 2 of their 5 players are getting the majority of the kills. But Snapple and Ross have found some kind of flow right now. They both are up to 9 and they win the round. So it's a really good start for them, but they have to keep it going.
Yeah. Well, you know, we're probably just gonna see a nice little save here. No, no money, absolutely $0 spent on the Impasters. Oh, look at that.
Well,
Buying util of
spoke
all
too soon.
things. And a Tech 9. Okay. Oh, that's actually a pretty significant purchase. Mine's gonna smoke.
How do you
Or the
feel
flashlight.
Mahalo fall onto the $1,300?
I don't like that.
Yeah.
He's gonna go for a Galil or an AK no armor next round. So, or AK armor but no util. And they're just gonna run right. Oh, interesting choice to jump there. I don't know if I agree with it, but they baited in with that, and Cam is going to have. Oh, wait, what?
An even trade?
And even Cam is gonna have an even trade, and we're on to the retake. Oh, Deluxe gotta remember how to punch in the digits.
That's right. Now, do you know all
Ross
the?
with the is walking through. Oh, okay.
Okay. All right, Ross. Sir?
CJ is taking down low as well. This is 2 are now taken down low. This is actually still winnable. Curious has an MP9. If he's actually able to get Supa.
Oh.
Okay, all right. Okay, we're back to status quo. Okay, we'll smoke down. And he's able to get the last kill. It's now just the diffuser, but he has a kit, and he's able to get the kill.
Oh, and the no scope.
Okay.
I don't know why he smokes himself there.
I didn't like that. Yeah.
I guess it was a panic play, a panic decision, but that's kind of your bomb that you have to see if it's being diffused.
All right. Well, we get a full buy now. The bomb plan actually really helped Model. You know, he has a lot of money.
And it's all planned. All planned out.
Oh, it was the, you know how Val was talking about how they write the story, like
Right.
it was just, you know, it's just part of the story.
Wow.
And John,
What a
nice answer back. Ross now has to try to find anything. Oh, actually, he's gonna hear Supa, and he's gonna run away as he knows that there's another player here on A. But Supa able to get the trade, not today.
Interesting that Supa didn't chase after that CT player. I mean, they weren't very quiet about it. They held W and they tried to get out of there as soon as possible. Maybe the fear was that there was another player in halls waiting for the aggression, which is valid.
There's usually 2. Yeah,
it's valid. But he did still check it out. It was just slow.
no, Powers was also Halls.
Yeah.
That's actually how he got dinked, was in Halls, I believe. So they were worried that if they retreated back, that's probably done.
Okay.
Turnaround from Mahalo.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh,
Check him PC.
okay. Bowers able to get 1 on low health, but Curious is able to trade it back, and now it's CJ. You can't do that to my heart.
Mahalo?
Oh, and CJ is looking the wrong way.
Okay. Well, he just won the round. I mean, like, that was 1 HP.
Oh,
And an absolute dream. Wow.
That he was looking arches, right?
He was looking arches. He had
Yeah.
not a single clue that there was anybody
And then he just turned around
on
and headshot
porch,
him, right?
and he said, I don't need to look at your direction. I know where you are, and I'm gonna one tap you anyway. I
It's
mean,
like-
just a casual Tuesday night for him.
Wait, you don't do that on a normal day of CSC as and now we have an eco or sorry a force spy coming in here and a Strala stack on A, and I think they realize exactly what's happening here. It's just Snapple here to defend. We've been in this situation before. He has a smoke to try to delay any kind of pushes, but I think they're just gonna walk through it now as he's unable to get the first Malo. An absolute beast on the entry so far, and walk to an MTV bomb site.
And all they did was give up a Galil. I mean, obviously the CTs will go for it. John gets 1, John gets 2, and will he get 3?
Are you doing the count from Sesame Street?
How many licks does it take to get this sensor of a Tootsie Pop? The world may never know.
That's true.
Yeah.
I think someone figured out that it was like 500 or so licks or something. So they actually do know how many licks it takes
I need the link to back that up before
yeah,
before I sign on to that one.
Yeah.
I need a
Al actually was there for a very long time. They turned it into a movie with
Right.
how long that commercial took.
Yeah.
But then they cut it down to 3 because they, you know, it was Jon Favreau and he didn't like the direction of the movie. But I like the direction that the Impastas are heading. The Impastas are looking very nice on this map. But obviously the Czars, with that saved Galil, are going to try to make something of this, and something of this they will. A nade stack onto B Malo, able to get the first one. That was the one with the bomb and or with the gun, as John just absolutely deletes Snapple, and Powers is on that A bomb site with the only gun in the round, going, hey, what happened? Where's everyone?
He's admiring the skin. It's a
Sure.
nice skin. I like that skin. That's actually my skin. On the Galil, the something
Nice.
tsunami. I forget what it's called, but I think it's probably the best Galil skin in the game compared to what else they have on the docket. Would you? I think like first of all, it's a cheap skin. First, like it's not even an expensive skin, and I think it looks the best. It's very clean. It's very intricate. The design is cool, and if you compare it to like all the other Galilos in the game, like would you rather have this or something like the Eco? Like, I mean, this tsunami Galil, I think is the winner.
You are speaking in the wrong room. I actually was gonna say a minimalist eco would be quite nice. I'm impartial to the Phoenix Black.
Oh, Supa just said, you know what?
No,
This Galil competition's over. That's what Supa just said.
Yeah. So they needed Jame to ace on A, and you know they got James saving on A. So
Yeah, right. Jame time. He
It's-
Jame time the Galil and still got his head bashed in. But it's important to note that the Czars have only 2 round wins on their CT side. And the Impastas are 4 rounds in this gun round. That's a good start by CJ. This gun round might dictate who wins the map.
Yeah, I mean, not a lot of money left on the Czars. If they go down here, Supa's actually able to just wide swing with minimal, resistance there. But yeah, if the Imposters are able to take him out, I mean, there are some serious questions being put into the mind of the Czars here as
Ross
Imposters.
look at his stickers. He's got the Vox. He's got the luminosity. 24.
All right. Enough of the skin stock here, sir.
He's got some stickers on that thing.
No,
Anyway.
that's funny. I think I am more of a skins guy than you are. You're talking more about them. It's funny.
I mean, we can all appreciate art, and that's what those stickers are.
Sure. Well, Cam, I appreciate a nice shot. Oh,
Okay, Curious. All right, listen. Can we check him PC while we're at it? I mean,
the imposters are playing out of their minds. Oh, he gets another one through the smoke. Oh my god. Oh, it's Ross now left in the clutch. Super down taken low. Oh.
I mean, Curious is as absolutely dumbstering his opponents with that off. He's been feeling it his entire night with that 4750 weapon.
Oh my god,
and he
it is a
adding
massacre.
another one to the total. He has been on fire with the on Vertigo, on fire here on Inferno. We might not get to nuke here because the imposters have money for days now. Curious
No-
at
no timeout.
$10,000.
No timeout.
The Czars, the Czars are trying to sell the timeouts on the black market or maybe on the Steam market, or I don't know. Like, eventually you have to call one at some point, right? Right?
Alright, well, the only thing I know is I've seen 5-7s working close distances like that before, and I do not. Oh, okay. Well, he says, thank you very much for the donation. I will take that gladly.
He's part of the gun exchange program.
it's the other clause of the gun exchange program.
That's
You pick up your fallen comrade's gun. Yeah, well, John shooting Snapple through the smoke. CJ, dazed and confused, wondering what happened to the rest of his team. They're gonna watch this like a hawk, and he's gonna actually reveal exactly what his position is. Deluxe just doesn't want to die, and oh my god!
Oh
That
no!
would've been- that would've
you
been
can't do
huge.
that. You can't do that. I mean, like that wasn't even 416. You can't do that because now the Czars are mad. If they weren't mad before.
I mean, they're mad, but honestly, what are they gonna do about it?
Not a whole lot until for right now, but this is for the game. This is for the finals right here. If the Czars can win this round and start to claw back, then they have an opportunity to take this streak, and that's not a great start for them. John, I mean, wow.
Oh, this is going from bad to worse now. CJ able to finally get the kill that's untradeable. But they are moving into an empty A bomb site. Wait, what is this? CJ is nowhere to be found to defend this, and they just planted.
I don't really understand what I'm watching. I can't. It's a 3-on-3, and the bomb site is totally empty. And Snapple gets a good kill on Curious, but Snapple is miles away.
There's protocols. I mean, there was nobody here, and Malo. Oh, he's actually gonna be able to kill the first player here as he tucks himself back into this corner. CJ is looking for any kind of trade to be had. He's able to get the first. Mahalo though able to trade it out, and now he has no kit. He doesn't have time. No, he doesn't have it. He doesn't have the rounds, and that's the 15th for the imposters as they're able to take it. Oh my god.
That's brutal. I mean, that's absolutely brutal. I can't believe there's nobody on the site. CJ had Arch, but that's it. There was absolutely nobody else on A. I can't believe the imposters
we see a
got away with
Negev
that.
coming out of Ross.
Oh no.
On potentially the last round of this final here. This is for all the they have 7 rounds to potentially do this, and Curious starts it off well.
What was
able
Ross
to get
doing?
the first kill. He's just he has just you know, we were talking about his impact, but unfortunately he has just been unable to recover now with a great flash coming out. Mahalo flashed to hell, but Cam unable to trade, and now Snapple with that save AK is able to get at least one back, one more to hold it on. He's holding on to this B-bomb site as John looks elsewhere now. Bauer didn't actually get to tuck in, but he has bomb now. And Deluxe 1 versus 2. This could be the first chance of many to end this night early, to write the end. Curious gave him this op, and now actually he has bomb. That could be huge if he gets Bowers, but not to be. There was a world if he got that first kill, let me tell you.
I don't understand what Ross's game plan was. I don't want to say he was throwing because he wasn't, but like First of all, you buy it in a gap. Second of all, you dry walk through mid
Sure.
when you know that there's an up
Yeah.
waiting for
I mean,
you.
it's yeah, sure.
Okay, sure. I
Yeah.
mean, it
No,
worked.
no,
I,
I mean,
guess
sure.
they won the round, so like,
Oh,
okay,
flubbed Molly.
yeah.
That's
Well,
actually, I mean, and an auto shotty. I don't get this auto shotty play. Okay. Um. Well, bit of a passive hold right now from both sides. No one wants to be the first kill, to the end here. But Powers, he's gonna have to hold it doubling up, and that's a beautiful little bait and switch there as Deluxe gets taken out early in the round.
and there's the auto shotty. Look at that.
Okay.
And he gets a lot of money for that as well.
Yeah, what is it, like $600, $800?
I don't know. I don't use the auto shotty.
Not, I got told it was $900. That's insane. Snapple, all right. What do you think about this boosted position from Cam?
It's something that you clear. Is how I feel about it. Like it could get you one because it's not it's a position that is expected, but a lot of times isn't cleared properly. So if you don't get flashed out half wall, then that position can lead to a kill of maybe two. But John says
Okay.
John. Can we check him PC? I feel like we're checking all of the Impastas
Everyone-
PCs, but like. Can we check him PC? Because that was two back-to-back headshots, and those were crispy. I like. Can we? I think somebody opened a bag of chips because that was crispy.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we have a bomb plant, a 3v3 for their chance to stay into this fight, to keep going and try to fight for overtime, but they're getting shipped down fast here. Mahalo able to get one. It's now left in a 2v2. The crossfire is too good. CJ has to try to close, able to get one, but Supa swings out, and that is the Impastas taking it down 2-0 against the Czars, and this is our Season 8 finalists.
This is your Season 9 Grand Final Elite Champions. These are your Impastas. A phenomenal 2 rounds for them. The Czars, they look like they had it going on their T side. I mean, they got 6 rounds, but on their CT side, they couldn't do much of anything to stop the Impastas. This was a 10-3 side for the the Impastas. This was not even close. You would think on the Xenon Czars' map pick that they were going to be able to provide more than that, but they got more rounds on a map that they don't even play in Vertigo. They got 11 rounds on a map they don't play, and 9 rounds on a map they picked. I don't. I don't understand.
I don't even know what to say. I mean, there's a lot to unpack, obviously, with that game. We didn't even get to see Nuke. I actually wanted to do see Nuke. I love Nuke. As you can see, a little B-roll actually going right now on
Yeah.
Nuke. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't meant to be, and the Imposters just looked more like a team. They had some just absolute phenomenal plays, and every T round on that side felt like another player that was just stepping up in the game. I mean, it was just we were talking about Hollow, and then we ended up talking about Curious, and then Deluxe, and then John. I mean, it was just everyone was having a great performance there, and uh, you know, hats off to them as the season 9 winners now for Elite.
It
Um,
was a great performance by everybody on the team. It wasn't just one player dropping 50 and carrying his team. Everybody did exactly what they needed to. You got Mahalo with some incredible shots. You had John stepping up. You had Deluxe with when he needed to step up, he did. You had Curious, who was unreal with the op on both maps. This was a full team performance on both maps, and this was a dominating performance, and you can clearly see why the Imposters are the best team in Elite this season in Season 9 and why they are the champions.
Yeah, and another fun fact that I have right now is currently in season 9. There is no franchise that has had more than one trophy. So this is UPS's first trophy for the season here. So I'm sure obviously they are very happy with this as they're, one of the new teams that was introduced in, I believe that was season 8, right?
Well, the Chally team didn't make it, and for reasons. And Premier, I believe, lost in the final, if I am not mistaken. So
Yep,
it
I
was
believe it was. Yeah.
there were close calls for the UPS franchise, but they are a franchise of champions. And I don't just say that because I'm on the franchise, but if you take a look at their history, they are known to bring in titles, and here they are once again bringing home another title to their cabinet.
Wow. Well, that was a lot of fun to watch, and obviously, just some great moments here as we close out the elite season. Don't go anywhere um, for Thursday because we got another finals coming up in just a little, in 2 days here, which is going to be a lot of fun. I believe, if I remember correctly, at least one of them just ended. I think I saw that Headhunters Guild's Challenger team won their. I'd have to check here, but I believe they won their match. So we know at least one of the finalists here, and I'm excited to watch the Challenger Grand Final.
I can't wait. It's gonna be a great matchup, and we have until Thursday to wait for. This is the final game
Yep,
of season 9, if I'm not mistaken.
it
So
is.
this we're so
Yeah.
we.
So
Uh, James, go ahead.
oh no, I was just gonna say that we do have actually both scores are in. It was 2-0s on both fronts, so this is gonna
Wow.
be definitely a an interesting match. It's Krypton Kings versus the Hitmen. So I actually I think these are two. Maybe correct me if I believe it was Yokai Cafe. Now it's UPS. GX won Premier, and I'm not entirely sure who won. Do you remember who won Contender? Um,
I don't remember what
um,
I ate for breakfast this morning, Germs. So
Sure.
that's
Because we
it's a,
might have an entire season with no two, franchises winning the time.
it's very cool.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. Um, yeah. So GX. Oh, Savannah. Yes, Savannah won Contender. So that we have a season where no same franchise can win. So that's really cool to see.
You know,
Um,
all the major sports claim they want parity. They all say that they want parity and they want n- new teams to win titles. But in what other sport are you seeing this kind of parity, where in every tier in every tier of CSC, we're getting a new franchise winning, and I guess UPS is an exception because like they've only have one title to add to their record this season, but they have one in the past. But like
Mhm.
if you just take a look at everybody that's won this season, when you don't have repeating names, you have new contenders coming in and taking titles. It is fun to see, and major sports can only dream of having this kind of parity.
Absolutely. Well, you know what I'm dreaming of right now, Chels, and that is getting an interview with one of the winners here. I'm excited. We have Curious here waiting for an interview. And I know you were talking obviously about his curious performance in
Oh,
this game,
oh.
but I am curious to hear what he has to say as we bring him in for this interview.
Hello, and congratulations on bringing the title to the UPS franchise. Curious, I, you were absolutely dumpstering. I'll hit that off. Like you were hitting some shots where we were wondering like, is this guy like, is there gonna be a vac ban on him? Like what is going on?
I don't know.
Take me through your opening thoughts and how you were able to hit some of these shots.
Well, to be fair, we played Xenon Czars earlier in the season, and we did pretty well against them. So honestly, my confidence coming into the game was pretty high. Uh, Personally, though, I had a pretty cold half on the CT Vertigo. I didn't feel very good, and same with the beginning of Inferno. The first about 10 rounds, I felt just completely out of it. But I think once we got in our groove, we started really calming the comms, and yeah, I think we just had to get comfortable. I don't know how I was hitting shots.
Sure. Well, obviously, you guys were looking very nice, and I just want to talk about. There was a very large swing on that first game. We obviously saw. I think that was what, 7 in a row
Oh yeah,
from you guys, and at least 5 to 6, and then obviously the swing back as well. What was going through your mind as you started that first map?
that. I mean, Vertigo was our pick, and we knew our T side is strong. And honestly, we just prepped, and we had a game plan, and we just wrote it out. Our game plan was really solid. They couldn't do anything in the first 7 rounds. We were completely shutting them out. Yeah, we were. I've heard from a little birdie that they were trying to punish pick us on Vert and trying to shut us down on it. But honestly, we play to our strengths, not our weaknesses or other teams' weaknesses. Sorry.
Take me through. You go back to Vertigo for a second. I forget who it was that was defusing
Oh,
the bomb.
Oh,
it
Take
was
that
me,
was me
yeah, that was him.
diffusing.
That was him.
take,
Yeah, that was him.
take me
I hit
through
I hit him with the
that
old
10
turn
second
bind.
defuse. What? First of all, you had a smoke and you chose not to use it. Why?
Yeah, that's the obvious. He's just gonna spam the smoke. I have no armor, and then I'm dead. Um, my teammates called that he was low, and honestly, I just didn't think he was gonna swing after the first tap. So I just stuck it through the old turn bind on and got the 10 seconder.
If you watch the replay, and I mean, Jervis, when we saw this, we absolutely couldn't believe what we were seeing. He swung, and he
Yeah,
saw you, and
yeah,
he didn't shoot.
He saw me.
yeah.
He
He
Wait, he
saw
saw
you.
you.
swung.
Yeah, he saw
What?
you. Yeah, he saw you. Yeah, that's what I started because I just started personally like toning down my voice because I thought, oh, he's gonna like he swung just in time
Yeah.
to get you, but then he didn't kill you, and it was just one of the greatest moments I've
Honestly,
seen.
you should have heard the voice chat as soon as I diffused that.
I can only
That was
imagine.
absolutely wild. I will say, shout out Malolo, probably my favorite IGL I've ever played with. Shout out John, the headshot and clutch demon. Shout out Deluxe, all out Rocket League master, and Supa for rookie of the season for sure. He absolutely brought us up to form.
Mm.
Well, congrats again, man. I mean, this was something that when it's interesting that they got more round wins on your map pick as opposed to theirs. If you think about what happened on Inferno, there was around. I mean, you don't know this, but there in the second to last round, Ross bought a Negev
Oh,
and
what?
was trying to just walk through mid and to
What?
go into bedroom with a Negev. And I don't know why he chose to do that because he got shut down by the op pretty quickly. But it seemed like they were either tilting or they couldn't get anything done
I don't
against
know.
you on Inferno. Take me through what the game plan was on Inferno because they got again that was their map pick and yet they got less rounds on their map pick than they did on Vertigo.
That's true. I personally I think they prepared a lot for our Vertigo. I think they did their homework, watched our demos, and tried to anti-strat us pretty well. But and obviously it showed. They put up a decent amount of rounds against us, and I don't think we. I'm pretty sure we didn't play Inferno during the regular season, so nobody has any info on Inferno on us. I'm pretty sure people know that we dislike Inferno, but we can still play it. We know how to play it. Um, and we did our homework as well. I don't know, we knew they were gonna try to pick us on, um, pick into a map like Inferno or Ancient or Nuke. Even I know Nuke was the decider, but yeah.
Well, I think you can go tonight and enjoy your win. Obviously, I think this has been a pretty cool, pretty fun stream here tonight. Obviously, congratulations on the entire UPS franchise for that win. This has been the season 9 elite finals, and Chels, how are you feeling?
I mean, as a member of APS, obviously it feels great to see my teammates
Oh
carry home the
yeah.
W as well. I mean, it's always fun to watch. But just as an observer, I mean, this was just really good Counter Strike. This was to watch the team effort that you guys pulled throughout the two maps. So we talked about it throughout the stream where on the Xenon Czars they pretty much had two players that were doing most of the damage. Whereas
Yeah,
for y'all, it was such a team effort. There was not a whole lot of kill discrepancy. Everybody was just on the same page.
that's
I
right. All my boys are fraggers.
just really quickly, like, take me through the mentality that you guys have in the VC and in game where everybody just is clicking, they're on the same page, and ultimately delivering that trophy to your franchise. How does that happen? How do you go from a team that hasn't really played too much together to start the season, and now to go all the way to a 2-0 in the final?
Oh my gosh. Honestly, it was a ride. It was a ride of a season for sure. We started off 1-4, I believe, and then I think we ended winning 12 maps straight all the way through playoffs. Um, honestly, it's got to be the team kind of chemistry and the honestly the phenomenal vibrations in the VC always. It's yeah, I think a big part of it was finding the right group of guys to be able to be comfortable with. We had we had a about a 2 week hiatus of Minecraft only and no no CS. So I really think that helped with our team building. Um, yeah, honestly, we're always just super chill, except when you know, except yeah, even when it's tense.
All right. Well, I think that's going to be it for us tonight. Thank you so much. Obviously, curious for this interview.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you for casting.
Well,
Absolutely.
that's
Go enjoy it.
yeah.
All right, have a good night, guys.
Yes, sir. You as well.
Well, we got to see an absolute amazing storyline from EPS there, able to take the victory. And yeah, I think that's gonna call it tonight for the stream. Chels, thank you so much for being here. Firehawk on the sticks as well. This has been the season 9 finals for Elite. Don't forget about tuning in on Thursday for the Challenger finals. Definitely going to be an amazing experience to watch as well. But other than that, have a good night.
Later.